Mr. President, the candidates are assembled.
Today we're gathered in formal convocation to celebrate the 246th commencement exercises at Purdue University. Please rise and join in singing our national anthem and then remain standing for the invocation offered this afternoon by Amit Varma, representing the Bharatiya Temple and Cultural Center of Greater Lafayette.
Om. We pray for our fluttering, impatient, excited, anxious, overjoyed hearts to calm down. Calm down. May there be peace in our hearts, minds, and our surroundings. May our hearts be filled with respect, love, and gratitude for ourselves and for each other. In this shining moment of victory, in this amazing moment of accomplishment, in the presence of all our guardians, well-wishers, caretakers, and loved ones, we invoke the one whom cannot be seen, but can be felt in our hearts and our minds. We invoke the presence of the one who was always there, before the journey began, through the ups and downs of the journey, carrying us, and here now, in this moment of completion. We invoke the presence and blessings of God, who pervades our universe and transcends it at the same time. We recognize the presence of God all around us and within our hearts. With the guidance and blessings of our personal Lord, prophet, messenger, and teacher, we recognize the presence of God in our hearts and minds, and in those of our parents, loved ones, teachers, and friends. We pray to God to protect us all and nurture and help us grow. Help us work together with focus, discipline, and diligence. We pray that our work together and shared values may increase our understanding, compassion, and love for all beings. We pray to peacefully resolve any conflicts in our hearts and among each other with the help of this knowledge and compassion. Om.
This is the moment. This is the day. This is the moment when I know I'm on my way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment. This is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this moment, this moment. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment, my final test. Destiny beckons, I never reckon second best. This is the day, just see it shine, when all I've lived for becomes mine. This is the moment, damn all the odds. This day or never, I sit forever with the gods. When I look back, I will recall, moment for moment, this was the moment, the greatest moment of them all. The greatest moment, moment of them all.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to extend a most cordial welcome to all who have joined us for this 246th commencement ceremony at Purdue University. Before introducing the members of the platform party, I'd like to ask you to recognize the representatives of our distinguished faculty who are with us today. Will our faculty members please stand? With us representing the Board of Trustees of Purdue University, we have Michael Klipsch of Carmel. Please help me join me in welcoming our trustee. And here representing Purdue University Administration, the following individuals. Jay Ackridge, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Diversity. Ian Hyatt, Chief Information Officer and Vice President for Information Technology. Beth McCuskey, Vice Provost for Student Life. Nancy Marchand Martella, Dean, College of Education. Eric Barker, Dean, College of Pharmacy. Patrick Connolly, Associate Dean for Undergraduate Programs, Polytechnic Institute. Levon Esters, Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at the Polytechnic Institute. Natasha Duncan, Associate Dean of the Honors College. Catherine Sermersheim, Associate Vice Provost, Dean of Students. Stephen Bowden, Chair of the University Senate and our Grand Marshal this afternoon. Keith Garris, Assistant Vice Provost and University Registrar. And Kimberly Illingworth, Teaching Academy member. Please join me in thanking these individuals. We're especially pleased to have with us on the platform these vitally important members of the university family. Michael Rakowski and Lindsay Perrault are public orators. Tracy Stack and Myron Yoder are sign language interpreters. Please help me thank them for their hard work today. Greetings, friends, and welcome. I should say, welcome back. We are back in Elliott Hall, where Purdue spring commencements belong for the first time in 3 years. As I'll tell you in a few minutes, to me, that matters beyond just the pleasure of returning to this beautiful, traditional venue. Starting with my first delivery of these remarks a decade ago, I have ended them all with the same sign-off. Hail Purdue, and each of you. It was just meant to be a little signature, a rhetorical device, chosen as much for its cadence as for any deep meaning. But reflecting on this year's ceremony got me thinking maybe there's more to it than what I've intended all these years. Many talks on these occasions address themselves to all you graduates or the class of 20X, and I guess I've approached it that way some years. Today, I'm thinking more like those movie tough guys who ask, "You talking to me? You talking to me?" Today, I'll be talking to you, each of you, individually, or at least I'll be trying to. A friend told me of a commencement he attended where the speaker, to inject a little levity, advised the graduates, in life, it's not who you know that counts, it's whom. I wondered if the pharmacist would get that. It's good. It's a funny line, but bad advice. It is who that counts, not who you know, but who you are. The further I go, the less I'm sure how to answer the question, who are you? Where to start? I'm a Purdue employee, a happy husband, father of 4 daughters, a businessman, a former elected official, a Presbyterian elder, a history buff, and a mediocre golfer. Ancestry.com informs me that genetically, I'm more Syrian and Lebanese than anything else, but I've got high percentages of Scotch, Welsh, and a dash of Italian mixed in. And I'm a dog lover. I grew up in a family of them. We got all ours from the Humane Society, everyone some sort of mixture. And everyone was great, loyal, loving, a full member of the family. During those years, I adopted my mother's opinion that mutts are the best. We'd all better hope Mom was right, because we're all mutts here today. Hybrids, amalgams, crossbreeds, mongrels, mutts. If you doubt that, go check with Ancestry.com. There are no one-dimensional yous. Every one of you, when you pause to think about it, can already name a list of qualities that make up you. That list will keep growing as you leave here and launch into the fascinating and varied lives you are destined to lead. You'll keep learning and growing and adding new elements to your individuality. The more facets a diamond has, I'm told, the more brilliant it is. The same will be true for an ever more interesting and differentiated you. The one certainty is there will be no exact copies, no one just like you, and therefore, no one box anyone can stick you in. But there will be people who want to take away your you. There always have been. The pharaohs, monarchs, and warlords of old to whom other people were mere tools to be used and discarded. In recent times, the proponents of all the isms that viewed people as helpless ciphers in some predetermined historical trend or valueless instruments of an all-powerful state. In the worst cases, some people were grouped together and treated as subhuman, not deserving to exist at all. These days, your individuality is challenged by some who seek to slap a label on you, to lump you into one category or another, and to assert that whatever you are, your choices have little to do with it. What matters is not what you think or do, they claim, but what group they've assigned you to. You're a prisoner of your genes, or of circumstance, or of some societal forces against which you are defenseless. Such views may be cloaked in caring, sympathetic terms, but they are deeply disrespectful of those they affect to be supporting. They're a denial of your personal dignity and ability and willpower. Someone attempting to herd you into a group is someone with an agenda, and your personal well-being is not its main purpose. Your experience and success at this institution should convince you not to listen to such disrespect. In a few moments, when you walk up here, it will be your individual achievement we are honoring, and only you know how much individual effort it took to get here. He eventually gave Colts fans like me 1,000 great memories, but never one I admired more than Peyton Manning's first action as a professional athlete. At the news conference announcing his multi-million-dollar contract, the 22-year-old Manning was asked, "What are you going to do with all that money?" He answered, "Earn it." The degree you're about to receive is not being conferred on a group. We aren't awarding it to any club, team, or fraternity you happen to belong to. It's not because of your hairstyle, eye color, or because your parents went to Purdue. Nothing entitled you to it. It's yours and yours alone because the work that justifies it was yours. You earned it. You. The years ahead will bring new, even more difficult threats to your you-ness. The onrushing technologies of artificial intelligence will, some believe, supersede and devalue human intelligence and judgment. When the machines we've made, which can already beat any human in chess, or at reading X-rays, or at discovering new drugs, race vastly past our ability to reason or to perceive reality, where will that leave us? Actuarially, I probably mean leave you, as an individual. In an emergency, will tomorrow's pilots take the controls or defer to the computer? Will the surgeon trust her eyes and judgment or allow the robot to make the incision the algorithm has chosen? Will the president yield to the sensors that tell him to launch the missiles right now before it's too late? As one recent book posed the alternatives, will AI be a tool, a partner, or a rival? In everyday life, when you have all around you gizmos that make Alexa look like a kindergartner, will you still be using the intelligence and reasoning skills that got you here today? Or will you turn over your you to a dazzling device that, experts predict, will know you and your preferences before and better than you do? In other words, as the machines become more and more autonomous, will you still be? One of today's eminent philosophers thinks not. He writes that when 21st century technology, quote, knows me far better than I know myself, individualism will collapse and authority will shift from individual humans to networked algorithms. Call me old-fashioned, but I don't like the sound of that. Many of you are already contributing to the advance of these technological miracles, and thus to the problems they will bring with them. Heaven knows where your future innovations will take us. All of you will be involved in the answers because these changes and their challenges will be part of literally everyone's life. The answers start with you. Somewhere I came across another commencement speech given at another university by Purdue's own Neil Armstrong, less than a year after he walked on the moon. He quoted Aldous Huxley, "There's only one corner of the universe you can be sure of improving, and that's yourself." That chore will only get tougher in a world where the machines are smarter than their owners, where it becomes easy to let the machines make the decisions. Quoting the same book I just mentioned, reason alone may come to seem archaic. Some people may let their capacities for independent reason and judgment atrophy. Due to other technological miracles, your life expectancy will be decades greater than ours from earlier generations. But that's not the life expectancy that I think about at these commencements. Purdue expects more of you than a long lifespan. Purdue expects that you will take the best of what you absorbed here into a world that becomes better for your being in it. That you will prove that you are in charge of our technologies and not the other way around. That you will, with Commander Armstrong, constantly improve that little corner of the world that is you. That you will politely but resolutely decline to be labeled, stereotyped, or reduced to any one-dimensional version of the true you. At the outset, I said there was a larger reason I was so happy to be back in Elliott Hall. That's because in here, over 6 separate ceremonies, Purdue still honors every graduate one by one. Most schools our size long ago went to batch processing, where degrees are conferred on groups, sometimes the entire class at once. Here we take a different view. No matter how big Purdue gets, we value each Boilermaker as an individual. That diploma we're about to hand you is yours and yours alone. Sure, you had help and support, and I hope some valuable mentoring. But fundamentally, you will be crossing this stage because of what you have accomplished. You. So walk proudly. You are about to add another facet to the diamond that is you, graduate of Purdue University. It will be far from your last distinction, but I hope it will always be one that you value as highly as your university values you today. Hail Purdue and each of you. The audience is invited to sing the Purdue hymn. The words are located inside the front cover of the program and will also be projected. Will you please stand? Please be seated.
Mr. President, the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy will be presented by Eric L. Barker, Dean of the College of Pharmacy.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy please rise? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the professional curriculum of the College of Pharmacy. With the approval of the faculty, they are presented to you to receive the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy.
Thank you, Dean Barker. Exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the requirements, the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you will now be vested with the hood of the Doctor of Pharmacy and receive an appropriately inscribed diploma.
Doctors of Pharmacy, please come forward and receive your diplomas and hoods.
In order to respect everyone's opportunity to hear their name called, please refrain from applauding and cheering for your candidate until all the names have been called. William Harris. Javier Aguirre. Logan Nathan Albright. Mallory Brooke Alexander. Yao Apayaje. Emma Suzanne Baker. Mason David Barnes. Christopher Belton. Elizabeth Bessenhofer. Caroline Elise Blankmeyer. Abby Lynn Blunier. Claire Elizabeth Belden. Oshie Bonham. Megan E. Brillige. Tamara O. Brakimi Brisby. Deja Danae Bullock. Abigail Marie Burns. Carly Morgan Busher. Caitlin Butler. Caroline Christine Chappell. Tia Yutang Chang. Jordan Coffey. Morgan Taylor Connor. Christian Stephen D'Ambrosio. Lauren Stacy DeLuca. Jenna Marie DiJoris. Christopher Dyga. Novianti Ivani Effendi. Catherine Elizabeth Eichler. Audrey Lynn England. Elizabeth Barbara Farringle. Natalie Flanagan. Abigail Louise Fritsch. Abdulgani Oluwatobi Obrigi. Haley Gray. Emily Catherine Hayner. Emily Marie Hall. Danielle Leslie Harper. Madeline Noel Harris. Emily Harvath. Jacob Creason Hayes. Ana Hernandez Calderon. Diane Nicole Hobbs. Delaram Hojadi. Matthew Wiley Hornfeck. Amanda Lee Howard. Taylor Susan Howard. Kyle Edward Hunter. Artemis Rose Huntsman. Brooklyn Nicole Hutchison. Blake Andrew Genowine. Emily Nicole Johnson. Haley Joyner. Shivani Kantharia. Paulina Ava Karbowski. Hudam Kawach. Emma Louise Kempf. John Christian Camus. Julia Kim. Emilia Klemek. Lainey Kowalczyk. Garrett McKinley Lane. Mary Ellen Langmeyer. Jacob Gray LeClaire. Jennifer Jisoo Lee. Ju Wan Lee. Sharon Lee. Leah Leonard Kandarapalli. Tiffany Lynn. Rachel Lindsay. Theodore Lingenfelter. Jennifer Liu. Lomar. Antonia Luna Lopez. Nathaniel Makatenge. Jessica Marincheski. Antoinette Gabrielle Martin. Donovan McDuffie. Maria Maraway. Kristen Vroman Michael. Heath Miller. Kendall Marie Miller. Amelia Ann Mize. Madison Michelle Modani. Grace Monty. Valerie Moore. Austin Thomas Moran. Michelle Bernice Moskovich. Madeline Ray Moats. Ernesto Guadalupe Munoz. Catherine Lee Neary. Tuno. Keofi Wynn. Annette Jar Roget. Crystal Ije Amakakana Nji. Michael Nolan. David Ujawule. Delmar Oropeza. Emma Mary Pastula. Hannah Elizabeth Persha. Melanie Ann Piercy. Shannon M. Purcell. Jordan Garrett Reiber. Alexis Andriana Rini. Alicia Robinson Powell. Emily Rose Seja. Irfan Tahir Salam. Addison Lori Sarver. Dylan Lewis Schildknecht. Susan Lynn Schrader. Lauren James Schrock. Nathan Cole Seacrest. Abigail Rose Seeger. Nicholas Chandler Sethman. John Schaefer. Brandon Short. Matthew Schatz. Allison Diane Smitherman. Gerald Chunto So. Cameron Sophia. Anthony Jacob St. John. Haley Marie Stoker. Kevin Alexander Stumpf. Paige Allen Thompson. Ellen Curtis Todd. Therese Guillan Trabajo. Sarah Mae Tucker. Kristen Charlotte Valentin. Jessica Chakosky Vera. Daniel Wade. Naomi Walker. Maggie Miedema Walters. Sierra Nicole Weaver. Morgan Nicole Weber. Teresa Nicole West. Alexander Theodore Wilcox. Christina R. Wilder. Kristen Lenise Wilhite. Hallie Aaron Wilson. Benton Joseph Wolk. Lauren Evelyn Yee. Hyun Ju. Abigail Christine Yu. Hannah Paige Zambrano.
Mr. President, the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Technology will be presented by Patrick E. Conley, Associate Dean of the Polytechnic Institute.
Will the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Technology please rise? Mr. President, this student has successfully fulfilled the requirements of the professional curriculum in the Polytechnic Institute. With the approval of the faculty, he is now presented to you to receive the degree of Doctor of Technology.
Some guys know how to steal the show. Exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the faculty, I now confer upon you, who have fulfilled the requirements, the degree of Doctor of Technology with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of your achievement, you will now be vested with the hood of the Doctor of Technology and receive an appropriately inscribed diploma.
Doctor of Technology, please come forward to receive your diploma.
Nixon Opondo.
At this time, we give special recognition to those graduates who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement, leadership, and service to the university community. In the program, you'll find the explanation of the criteria for awarding degrees with distinction and highest distinction, along with the names of the graduates who have earned an honors designated degree by completing the requirements of the Honors College. Will those graduates who are candidates from the Honors College please stand? Next, will those graduates who are candidates for the honor of highest distinction please stand and remain standing? And now will those graduates who are candidates for the honor of distinction please stand and join them? We'd also like to recognize those graduates who accomplished the monumental task of balancing their equally demanding academic and athletic commitments. You'll find our student athletes listed in the program. Will those graduates who have earned the Student Athlete Medallion please stand? On behalf of the trustees and the faculty, congratulations on these accomplishments. We're counting on you to continue making exceptional contributions in all future endeavors.
Mr. President, the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the College of Education will be presented by the Dean of the College, Nancy E. Marchand-Martella.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Education, please stand and remain standing. Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the undergraduate curricula in the College of Education. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Thank you, Dean.
Mr. President, the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the College of Pharmacy will be presented by the Dean of the College, Eric L. Barker.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degree in the College of Pharmacy please stand and remain standing? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the undergraduate curriculum of the College of Pharmacy. With the approval of the faculty, they are presented to you to receive the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Mr. President, the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Polytechnic Institute will be presented by Associate Dean of the College, Patrick E. Connolly.
Candidates for the bachelor's degree in the Polytechnic Institute, please stand and remain standing. Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of the undergraduate curricula in the Polytechnic Institute. With the approval of the faculty, they are now presented to you to receive the appropriate baccalaureate degree.
Thank you, Dean Conley. Exercising the authority of the trustees of Purdue University, legally vested by the people of the state of Indiana, and upon the recommendation of the Purdue faculty. I now confer upon each of you who have fulfilled the stated requirements the appropriate baccalaureate degree with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you will now receive an appropriately inscribed diploma. Please be seated. I now invite the marshals to escort all students who are earning a baccalaureate degree to the platform.
In order to respect everyone's opportunity to hear their name called, please refrain from applauding and cheering for your candidate until all names have been called. College of Education. Wilfredo Cure.
The Polytechnic Institute. Daphne Faber.
Isabella R. Drumley.
Erica Addison.
Jack Barron.
Rohan Agarwal.
Lauren Bender.
Jeremy Ahn.
Brooke Bilbrey.
Shannon Aker.
Claire Brinkman.
Isaac Albano.
Alexis Brower.
Eduardo Posey.
Claire Buer.
Emma Alexander.
Brian Burbridge.
Kendall Alexander.
Emma Bergen.
Parker Alexander.
Olivia Kane.
George Alphonse.
Sheridan Carson.
Jack Altenberger.
Chloe Cooper.
Eric Amling.
Allison Cogill.
Natalie Amodeo.
Isabel Kudo.
Nikolai Anderson.
Carly Crozier.
Eliza Anderson.
Madison DeMeo.
Brenton Anderson.
Lauren Dennig.
Connor Anderson.
Madeline Doughty.
Tyler Andrews.
Macy Duncan.
Hannah Anthony.
Michaela Dunn.
Evan Apsley.
Jillian Eisenhut.
Keita Arakawa.
Douglas Philippek.
Daniela Archer.
Tony Fugate.
Ethan Archer.
Elizabeth Gallagher.
Carter Ahrens.
Logan Gilbert.
Andrew Arias.
Suna Ghazali.
Jason Arisa.
Aaron Gonzalez.
Hannah Arnett.
Annabelle Goyak.
Robin Arnold.
Samantha Graves.
Aditya Arole.
Alexandria Gutierrez.
Cameron Atkinson.
Eden Hall.
Callie Atwell.
Savannah Hamilton.
Ayumide Ayeni.
Jack Han.
Bradford Backlund.
Kate Hanley.
Grant Bagby.
Jordan Haney.
Isaac Baller.
Caitlin Hanson.
Abigail Baker.
Zachary Hardesty Cunningham.
Andrew Baker.
Mackenzie Hart.
Evan Baker.
Ashton Henry. Riley Henry.
Luke Baker.
Ann Hoffman.
Justin Baker.
Kyle Janis.
Jack Bannon.
Jenna Jansen.
Simran Bunsell.
Kimberly Kaufman.
Grayson Barrett.
Nathan Keener.
Jacob Barrett.
Piper Klicka.
Luke Bomber.
Sydney Cohn.
Alex Baumgartner.
Jacqueline Crutch.
Tanvi Bavishi.
Casey Crutch.
Christian Bear.
Kirsten Landez.
Jared Beard.
Nanja Lewis Singleton.
Michael Bowden.
Yihang Liang.
Christina Beck.
Kara Lockmundy.
Logan B.
Alana Lortz.
Christopher Beazold.
Veronica Luna.
Philip Bine.
Emily Mugwire.
Skylar Beld.
Elise Mahoy.
Brooke Beliles.
Hannah Majewski.
Samuel Bell.
Josh Mansfield.
Jack Bender.
Jada Mason.
Dylan Benedict.
Madeline McCrae.
Jackson Benner,
Molly McLeod,
Yorgos Barabeskos,
Trevor Mickle,
Melanie Burledge,
Elizabeth Miller,
Andrew Bettner,
Nicole Mohan,
Ann Bingle,
Darwin Nunn,
Jackson Burkoffer,
Rachel Palmer,
Julie Blumeke,
Laurel Pilcher,
Mark Bogdanov,
Brianna Ramirez,
Lucas Bohannon,
Morgan Rayner,
Keaton Bowles,
Jacob Richardson,
John Brentlinger,
Kira Rusk,
Brandon Brewer,
Yuhan Shi,
Thomas Brogan,
Sarah Shover,
Chase Brower,
Carly Smith,
William Bruin,
Mia Solivice,
Cherish Bryant,
Vivian Tao,
Alexis Bucalo,
Patrick Tharp,
Jacob Beeler,
Kayla Thompson,
Austin Bullard,
Alexander Trena,
Jared Bowles,
Natalie Tribble,
Colin Boltema,
Catherine Umbach,
Colin Burrows,
Kelly Valiant,
Luke Boshemi,
Alyssa Van Zydam,
Gabriel Bushman,
Sierra Van Hornbeck,
Jonathan Bootbull,
Nicolette Visvardis,
Seth Butler,
Abigail Waduz,
Royden Butterfield V,
Amelia Walters,
Philip Bias,
Emma Watkins,
Neftali Cadena Moreno,
Josephine Widener,
Eddie Campbell,
Haley White,
Wyatt Campbell,
Marissa White,
Daphne Campos Correa,
Carly Whitlock,
Caitlin Capizzuto,
Riley Wonder,
Evan Cardwell,
Peyton Yardley,
Nicholas Carpenter,
Hadassah Zirkle,
Jared Carroll,
Aaron Stevens,
Megan Carcello,
Andrew Halishak,
Ross Carter, Tanner Cassidy,
College of Pharmacy, Shreva Ambadi Pudi,
Michael Cesare,
Zuan Chen,
Eric Cedarquist,
Bryce Cologne,
Edward Chang,
Lauren Davidson,
Jia Wei Tong,
Diana Din,
Su Chong Chong,
Brittany Druvalis,
Yu Chuen Chong,
Connor Emsley,
Jia Chi Chen,
Michael Franks,
Zachary Chen,
Camille Ganawan,
Zheng Dao Chen,
Brooke Grigsby,
Alex Choi,
Brooke Hollinsworth,
Tianxi Chu,
Nolan Isaacs,
Andy Chu,
Brittany James,
Alex Choi,
Jordan Kenke,
Warwick Chung,
Suhyun Lee,
George Chiobano,
Zachary Leung,
Dominic Civitano,
Heng Lee,
Thomas Clough,
Unya Lu,
Michelle Ko,
Mackenzie Miller,
William Ko,
Shuhai Misawa,
Brendan Cooper,
Andrew Montoya,
Ian Copenhaver,
Alyssa Mulhall,
Malcolm Corbett,
Jenna Monchi,
Craig Cordero,
Trang Nguyen,
Mason Cossey,
Uni Pei,
Trevor Craig,
Bryce Poindexter,
Jason Crotty,
Madeline Radowski,
Jet Cronkite,
Paxton Sample,
Thomas Cropper,
Soto Shishikura,
Daniel Cummins,
Sarah Tafilska,
Cole Sear,
Cheyu Sao,
Kelsey D'Amico,
Maggie Van Cleek,
Michael Dahlkamp,
Rosalie Wilfong,
Christina Del Santo,
Alan Yuan,
Jenna Del Santo,
Tianchi Zhao,
Louis Della Carbonari,
Rolling Zhu,
Austin Daming, Jack Dom,
Polytechnic Institute, Caitlin Nairn,
Adam Doppert,
Himeka Nakamura,
Nathan Davids,
Sarah Naylor,
Austin Davis,
Jennifer Nazareth,
Nathaniel Davis,
Margaret Needler,
Christopher Demute,
Leah Newstetter,
Peter DiNatale,
Corbin Newhard,
Justin DeRosa,
Joshua Newman,
Sarah Deek,
William Garner Newton,
Brant Deaton,
Nicholas Nicklaus,
William Dack,
Kyle Noonan,
Jack DeFuria,
Ethan Norlander,
Javier Delgado,
Anna Laura Newfer,
Randall Delphia Jr.,
Kyle Nunemacher,
Nathan Dinius,
Christopher Nutley,
Allie Deankins,
Oyenyechi Wagu,
Jamirius Dixon,
Nathan O'Brien,
Anthony Dowen,
Madison O'Connell,
Jonathan Dadrill,
Reagan O'Connor,
Samuel Dahl,
Patrick O'Leary,
Jacob Donovan,
Graham Oberweiser,
Cooper Dort,
Tyler Elking,
Matthew Dost,
Nicholas Olson,
Lindsay Drake,
Ong U,
Morgan Dre,
Armando Ortega Luis,
Emily Dew,
Alexander Orzel,
Alexandra Dulski,
Alex Osborne,
Anish Dundigala,
Jessica Osterkamp,
Derek Dunfree,
Connor Owen,
Drew Dunafun,
Maxwell Owens,
Ryan Dunn,
Nicholas Osden,
Brendan Dunn,
Darren Osdogan,
Preston Dupper,
Bryce Paget,
Matthew Dupre,
Jeremy Pafford,
Sarah DeZerba,
Benjamin Polya,
Garrett Eason,
Niket Panjwani,
Gavin Eason,
Benjamin Perry,
Margaret Eilers,
Christopher Parker,
Christian Ekigwe,
Hannah Parks,
Christian Elfrick,
Rihanna Kimberly Pastrana,
Isabel Eller,
Jenim Patel,
Michael Ellis,
Roop Patel,
William Ernzen,
Derek Paz,
Nicholas Fabella,
John Peerbolt, Benjamin
Fair,
Nicholas Peterson,
Anna Feist,
Min Pham,
Ronnie Andreas Farfin Aguilar,
Daniel Peach,
Tony Fung,
Adam Pinchot,
Harrison Field,
Oscar Pinto Reyes,
Brian Fields,
Ethan Pio, Shane Pisculi,
Elise Fields,
Alec Podol,
Austin Finnessy,
Evan Poole,
Rachel Fisher,
Dexter Porzy,
Wyatt Fleming,
Jared Porter,
Indiana Foley,
Andrew Potter,
Cornelius Ford,
Levi Priest,
Andrew Frank,
Diego Puga,
Michael Frosto,
Jason Kian,
Samuel Frederick,
Zihan Chin,
Elliot Freeland,
Joel Quasbarth,
Renee Freiberghaus,
Priya Rai,
Jeremy Friedman,
Abhishek Raman,
Jared Fullenkamp,
Noah Ramsey,
Laura Fundenberger,
Kanika Rao,
Benjamin Gachpar,
Uraven Ravijankar,
Brandon Gallimore, Elise Gallo,
Robert Rakowski,
Chloe Garces,
Trevor Redpath,
Joshua Garcia Torres,
Lucas Reese,
Eunice Garcia,
Nolan Reed,
Hannah Garcia,
Cameron Reichman Flores,
Zachary Galt,
Colin Reichman Flores,
Zachary Gazda,
Connor Reinhold,
James Geist,
Lena Reesfield,
Davis Gellert,
Trey Resetich,
Damon German,
Bryce Rutherford,
Owen Getz,
Caitlin Redder,
Annie Young,
Jarrett Ryan,
Denny Young,
Isabel Reinhardt,
Amira Gibbons,
Anthony Richards Parnell,
Maura Gibbons,
Dylan Reichertz,
Nicholas Gilbert,
Kaito Richmond,
Connor Gilpin,
Claire Rightly,
Ava Gleason,
Aiden Ringer,
David Golder,
Christopher Risk,
Li Chen Gong,
Bruce Riggio,
Aaron Gonzalez,
Fabio Robello Guzman,
Ricardo Gonzalez,
Joseph Rodriguez,
Jack Good,
Ricardo Rodriguez,
Manasa Govi,
Logan Roser,
Ethan Grammer,
Bradley Ross,
Drew Gray,
Cabria Rostacek,
Ryan Gray,
Molly Rothschild,
William Gretsch,
Brianna Roti,
Ethan Green,
Nicholas Rutherford,
Hope Greason,
Nicholas Ryan,
Alex Grieven,
Jacob Sako,
Simon Gravengood,
Maximilian Salazar,
Nathan Granowski,
Ria Sali,
Brian Gross,
Josuel Sanchez,
Xiao Gua,
Tyler Sanders,
Joshua Guzik,
Connor Shepherds,
Jose Guzman Payano,
Tyler Schlegel,
Samantha High,
Neil Schmidlin,
Charles Hamilton,
Joseph Schmuling,
Carter Hancock,
Mark Schneider,
John Hanlon,
Philip Schroeder,
Nicholas Hansen,
Ellen Schwerin,
Connor Hansen,
Ajit Selva Mohan,
Campbell Harradine,
Sidney Serbin,
Patrick Hardebeck,
Claire Settlemeyer,
Michael Harmon,
Alexia Seymour,
Michael Harmon,
Blake Schaefer,
Corbin Hazelwood,
Alexander Shelby,
Alec Head,
Benjamin Shelton,
Leah Hearn,
Madeline Shelton,
Ashley Hedges,
Siathine Sheen,
Nathan Heater,
Sarah Shepard,
Zoe Heidemann,
Justin Sherwin,
Jack Helt,
Jameson Shields,
Ryan Henderson,
Robert Shields,
Bryce Hendricks,
Cody Shively,
Timothy Hermonto,
Peter Schoaf,
Orlando Hernandez,
Heidi Silver,
Chandler Heron,
Kevin Simpson,
Jacob Hessler,
Ria Singh,
Cassidy Heidi,
Taylor Sinacropi,
Grace Hillard,
Daniel Sirota,
Madeline Hip,
Brandon Smid,
Samuel Li Feng Ho,
Caden Smith,
Zui Huang,
Leah Smile,
Spencer Holstedge,
Michael Snodgrass,
John Holt,
William Snyder,
Sarah Horning,
Wyatt Snyder,
Matthew Horseman,
Henry Softji,
Brendan Hosty,
Keiichi Su,
Emily Hoy,
Kyle Spaniff,
Hanyan Hu,
Tyler Ray Sparkman,
Griaji Hu,
Mario Speed,
Kaya Huang,
Stephen Spiker,
Wei Xiang Wang,
Abhijay Srivasta,
Nicole Huddleston,
Ethan Stein,
Bryce Hui,
Lewis Stein,
Laurel Hewlett,
Sarah Steinke,
Jacob Hupp,
Bailey Stepke,
Hayden Hearn,
Joshua Stevens,
Rebecca Hutzel,
Jason Stewart,
Violetta Intriago,
Connor Stockwell,
Kyle Eisenhart,
Mia Stoffel,
Andrew Jacku,
Mark Storms,
Brian Jacobs,
Jason Sue,
Megan Jacobs,
Roy Sue,
Eric Johnke,
Ezra Swozy,
Anirudh Jamala,
Brian Sapinski,
Jonathan Janakiraman,
Andrew Sutton,
Kate Jarvis,
Daniel Swartz,
Samuel Jarrett,
Catherine Sweeney,
Nicholas Jenkins,
Alexander Swinford,
John Jasitis,
Harrison Cito,
Catherine Jewell,
Casey Shemansky,
Amal Jam,
Drake Tockett,
Weber Jiang,
Yuting Tan,
Javier Jimenez Baca,
David Tang,
Andrew Johnson,
Joseph Tasker,
Brady Johnson,
Justin Taylor,
Evan Johnson,
Jacob Teisch,
Isadora Johnson,
Alex Terry,
Kyle Johnson,
Shawshank Thundry,
Eric Johnston,
Austin Thayer,
Wes Johnston,
Faith Thomas,
Alan Jones,
Jalen Thomas,
Zachary Jones,
Catherine Thurmond,
Maria Joseph,
Drusilla Tibbetts,
Iman Kadura,
David Tilley,
Hanisha Kaku,
Dharma Tilley,
Jemima Conlande,
Spencer Todd,
Ria Kamuth,
Luke Talukian,
Nathan Cantor,
Spencer Travers,
Ethan Kaplow,
Riley Trethaway,
Samir Sagar Kapoor,
Megan Truelove,
Shantanu Kashyap,
Henry Tsai,
Tristan Caddick,
Grayson Turner,
Zoe Katz,
Jaden Turner,
Erica Keller,
Thomas Turif Ortega,
Anna Kelly,
Rasul Yukar,
Taylor Kempf,
Allison Underwood,
Carson Kennedy,
Tyler Upton,
Emily Kennedy,
Garrett Van Pers,
Jesse Cowan,
George Van Ryn,
Marin Kierstead,
Emmeline Vanover,
Jinwoo Kim,
Casey Vargovchik,
Lauren King,
Antonio Vasquez,
Riley King,
Benjamin Volani Karan,
Jack Kinzel,
Sophia Venezia,
Lane Kittner,
Anirudh Venkataramaran,
Oscar Kish,
Yugam Varma,
Jillian Kissinger,
Jared Vigar,
Justin Kittle,
Akash Vijay Ganesh,
James Plazinski,
Pamela Villamil,
Catherine Clockavold,
Matthew Villaverde,
Caitlin Kanabi,
Rodrigo Villadiet, Braden Vincent, Alexander Joseph Volts, Luke Walklin,
Wade Connect,
Justin Walsh Lager, Connor Walsh, William Walsh, Madeline Walters,
Harrison Kanizer,
Jachong Wong, Xinyi Wong, Xian Wang,
Hunter Knight,
Branson Ward, Jameson Wark, Edward Warner, Jasmine Warner,
Patrick Kale,
Charity Weekey, Corey Welch, Zachary Welp, Addison Wenzel,
Sanjana Koka,
Benjamin Wheatley,
Brett Kolb,
Noah Whitehead,
Orion Kolk,
Jack Whitlock,
Roshisni Kohli,
Shaz Wadani,
Nicholas Coons,
Lucas Weesey,
Nicholas Corral,
John Joseph Wiggins,
Jacob Kosiba,
Matthew Will,
Natalie Kovacek,
Grant Williams Utley,
Jared Kowalewski,
Graham Williams,
Devin Kraus,
Owen Williams,
Austin Kraus,
Victoria Williams,
Arvind Krishnakumar,
Kyle Wicks,
Carson Kronemeyer,
Chandler Wycheck,
Jeff Kuchenmeister,
Sang-Hoom Wan,
Heiji Kwok,
William Wu,
Wei Tung Kwan,
Nicholas Woodman,
Will Lafreniere,
Cameron Woods,
Jonathan Lotz,
Derek Wright,
Alexander LaFuse,
Jalen Wright,
Samuel Laird,
Madeline Wright,
Cheyenne Laker,
Brian Wu,
Garrett Lehman,
David Ho Shuen Wu,
Townsend Lambert,
Richard Wu,
Ariel Lambden,
Yuhan Wu,
Grant Lander,
Jared Woolbrun,
Nathan Landgrebe,
Alexandra Wolf,
Jacob Landstoffer,
Jiacheng Shuang,
Brock Langley,
Zihuan Yang,
William LaPlante,
KG Yao,
Nicholas Laps,
Timothy Yi,
Trevor Larson,
Amelia Yoan Edis,
Jake Ledford,
Ji-hyun Yu,
Andrew Lee,
Flavin Young,
Evan Lee,
Gianluca Zanuda,
Cindy Lee,
Sasha Zadarnja,
Ji-Won Lee,
Drew Zeltwanger,
Junhee Lee,
Natalie Zioli,
Seng Lee,
Alicia Ziang,
Travis Lee,
Alan Zhang,
William Leggins,
Sihua Zheng,
Evan Lemley,
Angela Zhou,
Jake Levine,
James Zhou,
Tyler Lewandowski,
Yujua Zhou,
Joshua Lex,
Yizu,
Diego Fajardo,
Samuel Zimba,
Manda Lee,
Will Zimmer,
Sean Lee,
Molly Zimmerman,
Garrett Lilly,
Xavier Curion,
Sung Jae Lim,
Shukan Yang,
Stacia Linder,
Kaylee Jackson,
Landon Lindsay,
Christy Willis,
Zachary Linnemeyer, Bradley Litzinger, Michael Liu, Cameron Logston, Jacob Lohmeyer, Emmett Long, Iris Long, Christian Lopez,
Jack Gia,
Richard Lopez,
Andrew Hendrickson,
Samuel Lauer, Benjamin Lutz, Daniel Madron, Anthony McGallen, Austin Mannion, Shishuan Mao, Alexandra Marcone, Natalie Marinac, Jacqueline Marks, Alexander Marler, Jacob Marroquin, Logan Marshall, Bushnell Martin, Ethan Martin, Lucas Martin, Victoria Martin, Sarah Mason, Corey Matthews, Elika Mays, Caleb Mayhorn, Evan McLean, Aaron McClendon, Colton McElka, Alexandra McDowney, Brady McGee, Carter McGinnis, Maggie McLinn, Brandon McQuinn, Marcus McTire, Taylor McNamee, Ryan Meng, Thomas Menner, Zoe Mertez, Abraham Mess, David Migliotti, Aiden Miller, Jack Miller, Peter Miller III, Trey Miller, Harsha Moite, Jocelyn Morancho Olivos, Scott Moreno, Tanner Morey, Oliver Moser, Jitesh Matadi, Smaran Muda, Mahata Mudanuri, Duncan Mulgrew, Jack Mulligan, Joshua Mulligan, Saheja Manamala, Grayson Monroe, Rakhman Usmanovich Musoyev, Nicholas Muchner. The band and PMO candidates, the Varsity Glee Club, Carson Deal, Parker Gunnison, Rebecca McCartney, Zachary Ruse, Adam Sieferman,
So now it's official. You are graduates of Purdue University. Congratulations. Here's where you honor tradition by shifting the tassel from the right side of the mortarboard to the left. This signifies your new status. Congratulations again to all our new alums. We're here to honor these graduates for their hard work and accomplishments, but they'd be the first to tell us they did not make the journey alone. So, will the parents, the grandparents, spouses, brothers, sisters, other family members, and friends who are with us please stand so these graduates can thank you for your long and loving support. This year is the 69th anniversary of the university's Cooperative Education Work-Study program. In the Commencement program, you'll find the names of those students who have earned a certificate for the satisfactory completion of the co-op experience. I also direct your attention in the program to where you will find the names of graduates commissioned this weekend by the President of the United States as second lieutenants in the United States Air Force, Army, Marines, and Space Force, and ensigns in the Navy. You also may have noticed some of our graduates wearing red, white, and blue cords. This signifies that they are veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. Will all those servicemen and women stand so we can recognize them and thank them for their patriotism? Let's take a moment to acknowledge the wonderful artistry of our musicians, the Commencement Band with conductor Matthew Conaway, the Varsity Glee Club, director William Griffel, and our organist Jeffrey Stearns. Now I'm pleased to introduce Jacqueline Crutch, who was selected as today's student responder in recognition of her leadership in many student and campus organizations. Jacqueline's receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education, and after graduation, plans to work as an elementary school educator in Seattle. Please welcome Jacqueline Crutch.
Thank you, President Daniels. Thank you to the Board of Trustees, members of the platform, and the President's Office for providing me the opportunity to speak today. I would like to first congratulate all of the graduates. I would like to welcome everyone who is in the audience. Thank you to all the family, friends, mentors, staff, professors, and every individual who has helped and supported all of us over the past 4 years, including those who are here in person and those who are not able to be with us today. It is my honor to deliver this commencement address for all of you at this incredible university. And not only is this a Purdue commencement, but I believe it is the commencement with some of the most important, creative, and impactful Boilermakers on this campus: healthcare, education, and technology. Can you name 3 fields that advance and evolve more than those, especially in the last few years? Just as our fields and the world around us continually progress and change, this class is one that has not only consistently adapted, but thrived as we faced new challenges and adjustments. In class of 2022, we have had a unique 4 years filled with many changes. We navigated academic and personal transitions by attending college, connected with new communities and campus involvements, and adapted to modifications in how we learned. We encountered many uncertainties and unknowns, and yet we persevered and left our mark on Purdue University. Now, as we take what we have learned on and off campus and proceed through our careers, we have the opportunity to evolve and grow, both as professionals and individuals. We have the opportunity to make an incredible impact on the world. We can positively affect the lives of others as we improve medicine and healthcare, teach and inspire the next generation, and develop and advance technological achievements. Leaving here as a future educator, I'm grateful for an undergraduate experience that consisted of new opportunities and experiences. I learned a lot from my peers, professors, classes, advisors, and mentors, and campus involvements. But when I walk into my own classroom this fall and face new challenges and adjustments, what prepared me the most was the unexpected experiences and changes I've had these past 4 years. As we all begin our next chapters, we will face new challenges and adjustments. Just as we persevered at Purdue amid the changes we faced, I have no doubt we will continue to do so in our respective fields. Working in healthcare, education, and technology will constantly force us to embrace change. How we manage and adapt to that change will be up to us. But as a class that is comprised of innovative, resilient, accomplished individuals, we are the perfect fit for the unexpected. Congratulations again, class of 2022. Boiler up, hammer down, hail Purdue.
praise. Where the Wabash spreads its valley filled with joy, our voices raise. From the skies in swelling echoes come the cheers that tell the tale of your victories and your heroes. Hail Purdue, we sing all hail. Hail, hail to old Purdue, all hail to our old golden flag. Hail, hail to old Purdue, our friendship may she never lack. Ever grateful, ever true, as we raise our song anew. Of the days we spent with you, all hail our own Purdue.
On behalf of the trustees, the faculty, and all the Purdue family, I bid you farewell and Godspeed. Amit Varma will offer the benediction. Please remain seated afterwards while the faculty and graduates recess.
Om. We thank you, God, for this day, for this joyous moment where our hearts soar but still remain calm in your magnificent presence. On behalf of those gathered here, I thank you, God, for giving us the ability, the strength, the desire, and most importantly, the blessings in the form of this opportunity to pursue and share knowledge and discovery. We thank you for making our efforts successful and the results of our efforts that we are enjoying today. We thank you for blessing us with parents, family, loved ones, teachers, friends, and well-wishers, all of whom have sacrificed and contributed to bring us here, to this moment of completion and wholeness. As we transition and bring this knowledge into practice, please help us to first recognize our duties and responsibilities and fulfill them without distraction or neglect. Second, continue our growth and study so we may learn more about your universe and our role in it. But most importantly, have compassion towards ourselves and others when we slip and fail, and the courage to stand up and keep going to do good for humanity and the world. We acknowledge that the fullness and completeness that we experience today and in every celebration, accomplishment, and happiness is pervaded through and through by your immanent presence, God. Thank you, Om. May the world and our minds be full of peace. May the world and our hearts be full of love. And may the world and our hearts be full of compassion.
You shall go out with joy. You shall go out with joy.